And welcome back to Let's Play Ogre 64. This is HeeroJay. We're still wrecking on Alba, slowly making our way up north. As you can see, I got Asnabel chilling on the right, doing his own thing, and I'm slowly trying to move everybody up towards the middle to, well, eventually take Aga Castle, but we haven't really made it that far yet, so we're getting up there, I guess. And cleanup today is Guy, so I'm attempting to level him up because he seems like he is the weakest unit, and I do check that once in a while. So, again, Pokemon theory, don't want somebody to be too strong compared to everybody else. Somehow lose this, I don't really understand that, but it's okay. We got their leaders, so they're going to run away. And as you can see, this map is decently small too. And I'm checking there to see which unit is the Pumpkinhead unit, so I can plan accordingly for that. And I determine, okay, Guy, you may be strong enough. We check. You may be strong enough to go take him out. So, now I'm doing the unit check here, saying who's who and who's what and who's which level, so I can plan accordingly. Because, again, I'm all about making sure everybody's equal strength, because we don't want a weak unit, because the chain is only as strong as its weakest link, as some people would say. So we said, Guy, have to take care of the Pumpkinheads. And Troy, we just bum rush right up the middle. And again, checking levels and whatnot. Dick's unit's 8 and 9. Muller's unit is 8, and I think he's got a couple of 8s in there, so he's got to head forward, and Dick's staying behind today. He's playing Stronghold, bitch. It's okay. I mean, we don't have Dio anymore, so it's just something he's got to do. And I like the fact that there are random stuff located, but you know, you think there'd be more useful random stuff located on the map, I guess, but we are still early on in the game. We still are in Chapter 1, so... Oh, it's the pain in the butt unit. Crap. Yeah, the 3 Witches unit. We'll get one round of attacks in, but then we're pretty much screwed. Thankfully, we do a whole lot of damage to their leader, but as you can see, Rare Paralysis comes in and we just get wrecked on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Rare Paralysis, but luckily for Troy's unit, we take the leader out and we can just kind of step aside and leave them alone, so we don't really have to worry about them anymore. And they're sending more guys down, and Troy didn't really get hurt because there's only one possible attack in that last one, so continue to fight on. And these guys have a pretty interesting unit in the fact that they've got some wizards and some sorcerers staggered in a weird pattern, but because my unit is set up the way it is, there's no magic, there's no back range, we have to fight our way through to get to the back, so kind of sucks for us a little bit. But it's okay though. We're not completely getting our ass kicked, so we can handle it. That melee attacks tend to do more damage than on magic attackers than vice versa, so we managed to get 1 out of the 4 at least, so we're making some progress. And sure enough, sending more. Got a train going by outside, that's actually pretty loud. And it's that gimped unit from before where there's 1 guy and 3 sets of midgets. I don't know how he gets shafted with a bunch of midgets. He's got like the Dio unit that I made, but hey man, unit's a unit. As long as we kill him, I don't really care, because EXP is EXP, right? So, and one of our guys levels up, so that's cool. So, promoted to midgets, we got another fighter. We'll start spreading the fighters around a bit again and start making more units. Hopefully, like I said before, the ultimate goal is to create enough fighters for midgets so we can make a battalion and actually have it be pretty decent. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And if you've been along for the ride so far, I've said that before, but getting to endgame with a whole bunch of capable units is a lot better than getting to the endgame with only 6 capable units that are really strong. I'm just saying. Fight the fairies again, they really are a pain in the butt, but at least they can't use Abyss in the front row, so we can trip at them a bit. And eventually we fight and claw our way, and we almost get to the stronghold, but then we don't. And this was that unit with the 4 spellcasters, which is down to 3 now, so we'll give them a decent kick in the dick and hopefully be good. So yeah, going back to channel-related stuff, if you guys care. Like I said, I'm trying to expand things, make things a bit bigger and better, but I'm gonna need your help. And I say this because, well, you know, I don't really have like a promotion crew. I don't really have like money to pay for YouTube ads or Facebook ads or things like that. So if you see something you like, you know, maybe pass it on to your friends or say, hey, oh, this guy's pretty cool. You should check some of his stuff out. He's pretty funny sometimes, or he's a big douchebag, but it's funny, or you know, whatever. Because I don't really have the budget to go, okay, well, let's have a giveaway for stuff. Like, I can't really afford that. I'm not really in a good enough place to go, yeah, you know, I can give away 12 Xbox 360s as long as 80,000 people sub and favorite and like and stuff like that. There's really no budget for that. I don't make enough money per week to warrant even giving away like a $10 item. Maybe a $10 item, but not like a $200 item like a 360. And quick note on that unit, if you're running a unit with a skeleton on the other team, and you kill the skeleton, but not the entire unit, they will regen at the end of the fight. So, a cheap, easy way to get EXP is to, you know, send like one guy in to just kill the skeleton and stay alive, and then have the skeleton respawn, and then just, you know, heal and go back and fight, and heal and go back and fight, and that's a cheap way to build EXP, just so you guys know. And we're taking out the Pumpkinhead Meteor right now, and there's really no resistance as they're asleep, so that's good, because otherwise they'd pretty much wreck on us, and we don't want that to happen. But yeah, going back to the YouTube thing, like, don't really have the budget. I'm not really a big name like people with 10, 20, 100, 200,000 subs. I've got 18. Like I said, I appreciate you guys, but I'd like a little bit more. I mean, even if it's just some feedback once in a while from you guys going, hey, Shay, keep on doing what you're doing, actually give a shit when you release content, or, you know, hey, release more of X, or do something different, or do some more music stuff. And if you guys aren't aware, I do music stuff. I DJ once in a while, part of a radio station online. I do some stuff there. I've had some live shows. I DJ'd at UBCon, and I'm okay. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm good at it, but I'm decent. I have a good time. I get the crowd going, but you know, something I've been working on too in the background a little bit, and I got bored last night, and instead of recording commentary, I've been working on a dubstep set of sorts. It's gonna be like a mini dubtage, or whatever I'm gonna call it. But you know, I do that once in a while too, and like other people have said, I'm not gonna do commentary or play a game I don't want to play if I'm not having fun doing it. Because if you're not having fun, then what's the point? I mean, the point of life is to enjoy yourself. And if you're going through life and you're not having a good time, you're probably doing something wrong. I mean, yeah, okay, there are people out there that hate their jobs, and there are people out there that hate the situation they're in, but if you can't find something that amuses you, or you can't find something that brings you pleasure in life, then, you know, maybe you should do something else. Don't get me wrong, you know, I probably could be in a better place than I am right now. I, you know, still with my parents, and I'm tempted to go back to grad school in the fall, and I only work at retail job at Radio Shack, but I kind of like where I am. I mean, obviously I want to be more successful one day and make more money and move out of my parents' house, but I like what I got going. I like what I'm doing. I have fun doing commentaries once in a while. I have fun playing games and DJing and hanging out with my friends and my girlfriend, and you know, I'm in a good place. But if you're not in a good place, try to make yourself be in a good place. I know it's not as easy as I say it is, but you know, don't be afraid to do something for you once in a while, because if you're not happy, then what's the point? Obviously, don't kill yourself, but try and do something for you, and we get another fighter promoted there, which is cool, so we can work on that whole army thing I was talking about. But you know, like I said, do stuff for you, because at the end of the day, nobody else matters but you. I mean, unless you're like fully deadlocked to somebody that you just can't get rid of, or, you know, you've got a wife that you really care about. I mean, yeah, it's about her, but at the end of the day, even if the wife's dead, you'll still be alive. I kind of don't know where I'm going with this, but the point I'm trying to make is, worry about you. Okay, so you're seen as the person in your friends group that deals with all the conflicts and all the problems. Okay, whatever, you're a guidance counselor, or, you know, you're a conflict mediator, or, you know, something like that. Okay, fine, but at the end of the day, that's not your problem. At the end of the day, the only problem you should be concerned with is you. It's, I know I'm gonna screw this up, because I'm not a psychology guy. I think it was Maslow, or Glaslow, or somebody. Let me look that up really quick, but the whole concept behind it was like the hierarchy of needs. I'm looking it up right now. Maslow, I was right. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It was a thing I learned in Psych 101, and I did shitty in Psych 101, but his general idea was to take care of your physiological needs first. Okay, like your food, and your air, and your water, and shelter, and whatever, and then move on to safety, make sure everything's okay. And then next up on the pyramid is like love, and then esteem, and then self-actualization. So make sure you follow your hierarchy of needs. If you're not getting basic things, you know, please take care of that first. But all in all, safety, and then love and belonging, and then eventually creativity's at the top. And I'm at the point where I'm in esteem and self-actualization. So if you're not there, please do your best to get there, because you won't be able to fully enjoy life until you can at least reach the esteem and self-actualization points. So make sure you do that. Like I said, easier said than done, but, you know, I'm always here, releasing content, trying to make your lives more interesting and fun. And I guess if you ever need something, you know, like a person to talk to or some advice, find somebody. No, I'm kidding. You can shoot me a message. I mean, I've taken some mediation courses, and I've played guidance counselor many times before, but, you know, please don't hesitate to talk to me. I'm always looking for new friends and things like that. Not that I'm some kind of loser or anything, but you get the point I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be helpful to everybody. So we send Asdamil shopping, and he buys the heal packs and quick gates and stuff that I need. And he buys some of the element books, and the wizards and sorceresses can carry them and effectively change their element to make different attacks, which is useful in case you can't do that. And I think now is the point of the episode where my team finally starts working together to make combination attacks, and you'll see what I'm talking about here, because bam, clay assault. Ground and water makes clay. Clay assault this attack, and it does some damage, but unfortunately not enough. So anyway, guys, this is pretty much going to wrap up part 2. Like I said, part 3 is still coming up. We're going to continue to fight Tordaka Castle, so we see you next time. Let's play Ogre Battle 64.